Welcome to Accountability Call 86, child. It's been a while, but we're back with the jump off, okay? Like, a lot of balls moving, a lot of people moving, just moving parts, moving people, okay? But we are here to talk about the things. Honey, I got a long list of things to do that I want to do, that I don't want to do, that I must do, that I'm excited to do, all the things, and hold each other accountable to doing them.
Yes.
How y'all doing today?
Doing pretty good. I mean, it's the end of August. I cannot believe it. Like September is like literally we can see it.
Right.
And so, just preparing for back to school to get back into the regular groove of things, whatever that's gonna look like. But feeling good about it.
I am excited. Like, speaking of back to school, my oldest daughter went to school for the first time today. We are excited. I was just telling Eve, I was like, I got her over the finish line. Got her over the finish line of the first day, child. It was a lot. It was a lot last week. But we are here. We are excited. She is in Avery's house, which we wanted.
Yeah.
So, yes, we are turned up. I was there standing beside a guy. And I was telling him how I was kind of worried about her initially because, she hasn't been in school, not only classes, but schools that are this large with so many kids. I was like, she was homeschooled. He was like, oh, well, what made you bring her to school? I was like, well, listen, I got a business to run, baby. So she got, I gotta go. She got to go, at least for now. Like, so he was like, yeah, I understand. So we are excited. I'm like, I am glad to be home. Oh, Z, I didn't even tell you I saw Spooge.
No, at the school.
Yes.
Ask me if I know she worked there.
I was just like, Z ain't tell me Spooge was there. Okay, like,
which is my cousin. Girl, you back home. You finna see all the people doing all the things.
Girl, she was like, do you live here? I was like, girl, as of Tuesday.
Miss C, the kids call her.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So it was great. It was great. Eve, how you feeling today?
I am feeling blessed and tired. I'm coming in from Accra, Ghana, y'all. We made it back. We made it back.
San Diego.
Listen. It might bibbity bobbity boop to another country, but we will see. Because I currently got a little bit of the sniffles. It's a little cold here. Yes, it does get cold on the continent, just a little bit.
Y'all, Eve went to Ghana and became an influencer real quick. Listen, like, babe, like all she needed to do was hit the continent, and it was like, boom, influencer status. Okay, and I love this for her. Okay, and I do. Anybody want to share anything that you have learned over the last month? Okay, just because forget the week. Major takeaways from the month of August.
Listen, the birth month is coming to an end. The birth month is a time of just growth. I tell y'all, like, what I learned actually just hit me this morning because my pattern app just shared something with me. It was around. No, if I get off my phone, it will take me off. But I wanted to pull it up. But it's basically saying that you are in a place right now where there are people who are going to show up in your life who are going to remind you of certain ways of being that just don't work for you no more. Listen, you grow now. You entered a whole new year. And I feel like what that is teaching me and reminding me of is there's certain boundaries and there's certain ways of being and there's certain environments that just don't work for me anymore. And I have gotten to a place where I'm gonna stop forcing myself to like forcing it wanting to work and just coming to terms that it will not. And not from a place of like, oh, I've given up, but there are way better environments and way better people to be around that support how I want to move. The gifts that I have, the talents that I have, the joy that I'm trying to bring, the movements that I'm a part of, that I'm working on creating and co-creating that and supporting. We cannot keep forcing anything. If it feels forceful, it is not for you. And sometimes things we keep it like stuff, people, certain environments, certain way of being, certain activities will keep you in a chokehold, and you will know because you will start seeing yourself not act in accordance to who you know you are. So
Mhm.
I've been learning that a lot in this new year. I've been in some really great environments and been meeting some really amazing people. So I'm gonna keep expecting good things to happen to me and just keep staying on that frequency.
Love
That's
it.
what the month of August has been teaching me, darling.
Yes, I love that. Like, listen, this is how you know you are fully into that 30s, baby. Honey, you have leaned in. It's an amazing decade. Like, I feel like a lot changed in my 30s. I mean, a lot changed in my 30s for real. Like, but I will say just being able to be in that space of deciding you're not going to force anything, right? And then also, it's funny because I always tell people, I'm like, I would have never thought how much my friend circle had shifted in 4 years, right? In 4 to 5 years, like my inner circle, because I be friends with everybody. The inner circle and the mid tier, right? They have shifted completely, right? So allow the shift, girl. Lean into the shifts in all areas. Okay. Um, see anything you've learned in August?
Man, August, what a month. Two things stand out. One, I don't remember where I heard this, but the saying was something close to um, freedom allows you to be more of who you are.
Come on.
Now, what wasn't said is that is the good of who you are and the bad.
Ooh.
What I will add to that is that entrepreneurship will bring out every doubt, flaw, insecurity that you have and put it right in your face. Okay.
Absolutely.
Those things that you are able to mask while being in the system of someone else's workflow, being in the system of someone else's expectations. Once those things are removed and you are just free to be you, all of you will scream at you. Now,
Mm-hmm.
it's easy to look forward to the parts of you that you love and to be able to do the things that you do naturally, that you absolutely excel at. That's going to feel amazing. But the other side, okay? Those doubts, fears, and insecurities will be just as loud. And you have to figure out a way to push through those and create a new version of yourself that doesn't operate in those limits and beliefs. And there's no right way to do that. You literally just have to get in the game of doing it. And some days you'll lose at it, some days you'll be better at it than others, but the only way to move past it is to go through it. So I feel like I've experienced that the month of August. This is year 3 of being in business for me, and I love the building of the business. I love meeting people. I love ideation. I love strategy development. I do not love the detailed execution work. Don't love it. I actually worked really hard to elevate above that when I was in somebody else's system, but as a solopreneur, baby, I got to do all the things. And so certain weaknesses that I have around administrative duties, just paperwork, filing, baby, when I tell you those things are yelling at me, because those are the things that I let slide. But those are so important to running of the business. So I had to just like bare knuckle in, just like, okay, let me look at these taxes. Like, I have an accounting degree and I have always hated taxes and anything related to them. And as an employee, I can pass that off to a tax preparer. But as a business owner, there's some things that I have to do before I can even pass it off to a tax preparer. And then that flows into other areas of the business, whether it's, trying to secure funding or, getting additional support. All of that stuff that I sucked at, I feel like was screaming at me, and I've had to just push through any, doubts, fears, and insecurities that I had in order to be able to get better at those things so that I can do my job. I feel like that was really long, but baby, all month it's been on me.
That is good, child. That is good because that's the truth. Like, that is so true that when you get into the space where you have the full freedom, that full freedom gonna reveal how you act in full freedom. Like, like
exactly.
Let's see how you act. Okay. That's so good. I'm trying to think, child. Baby, August has been a lot for me. Okay. I am so glad August is over. Let me tell you. It'd be a lot anyway, but this August, we done added the tip on top of the tip is moving, school, on top of the 2 birthday. It just, whoo. But what I will say is I wrote some things down over the course of the time that we've been kind of just doing all the things. And there was 2 things, and I feel like they're tied together. One I got from a girl on YouTube. The other one I got from Kevin Hart, who was being interviewed by what's the South African comedian? Why I can't think of his name?
Trevor Noah.
Yes, and I love him.
Same.
I love me some Trevor, honey. So Kevin was talking about. He said, if you want to feel strong, give yourself the bandwidth through mental infrastructure that you need to go do whatever you want, right? So basically what he was saying was like, if there's something that you want to do, if there's something you want to achieve, there's something you want to get to, and you don't feel confident and you don't feel strong about being able to do it, create mental infrastructure, right? Like, create the things that are going to support you mentally. So he was like, it may be your routines, it may be working out, it may be your sleep, it may be your meditation. He's like, all of that is the mental infrastructure you have to create in order to feel stronger to achieve the thing that you want to achieve. And then you'll be able to go do whatever you need to do. Right. Because he was talking about how he was I didn't even know he was in like a bad accident or something and had to like recover or whatever and get back into his workout. And he didn't think he was going to be able to get back to it. But he was like, in creating the mental infrastructures, it allowed him to get back to it. And so this other sister was saying like, you don't need motivation when your life is designed to support your excellence, right? So, or the other side, she's saying the same thing. I feel like with regard to like, when you have these hard things that you have to do, or if you have like things that you don't want to do, right? It is imperative to have designed your life. Like, make sure you're designing your life to support your excellence, right? In the same way that he's saying, create the mental infrastructure to support to make you feel stronger and in essence, so you can be excellent and do your thing. And I think for me, I am learning, similar to what Z is saying, that I really have to create and design those things for myself because I have such big dreams. And a lot of the things that I have to design, the infrastructure I need to build, are all things on the opposite side of how I act when I'm free, right? Mm-hmm. So it's the scheduledness, right? It's the getting up early, going to bed early. It's the, really being able to push past how I feel and just do what I'm supposed to do, right? Regardless. Hey, Inez, welcome back, girl. We missed you. Yeah, it's really like those are that is the mental infrastructure. That is the design to support my excellence that I've been winging and hoping that I ain't have to really do, right? Like, because in my brain, I'm like, I can't do that because I'm not even that person. Like, but to Z's point earlier, I am also learning like, I have to become that person, right? Because now I have, I got to get kids to school. I have a business to run. I have my family, like just all of the things, right? So in essence, I've always looked at it as something outside of who I am. But now I'm like, no, we have to figure out how do I incorporate that into me, because that is going to be the mental infrastructure that I need in order to feel strong enough to hold and have the capacity to hold all that I'm asking for. Mm-hmm. Right. So that is what I'm learning definitely this month, baby, because whoo, I didn't think I was gonna make it to August 25th, baby. Just whoo, it was a lot. I told Eve, I said I have driven more in the last week than I have in the last 6 months. It's just been a lot. So, but yes, I'm so happy to be on the other side of this. This is also one of the things that I'm starting to really let settle is like allowing myself to see things as passing versus permanent. Because sometimes when you're in the heaviness of whatever is happening, like it feels like this is just it, like this is the permanent, but all of this is passing. Like all of this is passing. So even looking at it as like, okay, like it feels heavy now, but it's passing. Like this is not a part of the permanent things. Like so.
I learned something this week, and it was a completely different perspective of time. Now, I have said many times that time is not real; it's a construct. But this perception of time talked about time. Time requires events for it even to be real. So that time in the future, there is no future. There's only now and the past, because the events have to happen in order to create such a time. And I just thought that was a really, really dope perspective. Because when we think about the things that we worry about, we're worrying about things that are literally not real.
Right.
We're worrying about a time that literally does not exist. But we're acting and treating our bodies, or our bodies are responding as if it does, and it's not. And so we've talked a lot about, doing work now or being in the present, focusing on the present. And to me, that really helped pull me back from the future to the current, to be like, okay, well, whatever I do now, whatever action I take, whatever events happen is what's going to create the time. But, these timelines are not real. These deadlines that we put on ourselves, they're also not real. Because if you take the action, then you can meet whatever fake deadline you put in your head, right? Or you will create the time for the thing to come to pass, at some point. But we end up worrying about these deadlines that really, again, it doesn't exist. It's not even here. So do what you can today, because the events and actions of today is what really creates time.
I love it. Inez, we're talking about what we learned in the month of August. Any major takeaway? Let us know any major takeaway you have from the month of August. Okay, so I feel like, first of all, I lost my pen. I don't even know where it's at, y'all. Let's jump into what we're trying to do this week. Oh, let me see. I don't even know, because I have so much to do. I'm just like, where do we begin, baby? Like, where do we begin?
Where do we go from here?
I still got to get my other baby in school. But exactly, I'm definitely in where do we go from here, baby? Because woo, I tell you, when that damn month of August is over, I am going to turn up for Labor Day. Speaking of turning up, Z had me turning up already. Just got here. Turn up, okay? On Saturday.
She gonna send me a text message talking about what you doing today. I said, right. Do you want to be productive, or do you want to party, or both? And so we did both.
Yes, we did both. Oh, a time was had. Okay. 25. Okay. Does anybody? Oh, today is 8/25/25. Does anybody know what they're doing this week? Eve, I know you.
Well, I'm celebrating the last week of my birth month. Turn up. And just my last week on the continent for now, till I go back to the United States of Atrocities.
By the way, officially a citizen.
Yes, come on, citizen. We love it.
Hey, but we still rep Zimbabwe.
Hello. Do what we gotta do. Get the paperwork to move the
Exactly.
paper. Okay. Get the paperwork to move the paper.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That just made my whole day. Good job, T1. Okay. Um, um, yeah, I'm gonna celebrate the rest of my birth month. I have a bunch of DMs to follow up with. We still get like about 15, 20 people messaging us per day for Is Deeper Than Travel for these trips. And been re-engaging our chat, and people are responding. So now I gotta respond to them. And I'm like, oh shoot, did you think about this? Got some ads to run, got some partnership conversations to have in person while here in Ghana and just virtually this week. So securing those, and I have a few more vendors to go meet with and create content for. And then I need to be setting up calls with our director of brand and creativity, the Madame Ellie. Probably gonna set up meetings with her next week. And last thing but not least, our boarding soon flow needs to be finalized. So I can work on it as well. So everything is IDTT this week. Everything is IDTT this week. My emails have never been more than 50 because I'm always inboxing zero. It's either 0 to 50. But they're all over 100 because all the focus is IDTT. It's IDTT this week and the birth week. That's it.
I love it. I'm also putting that on my to-dos for this week is boarding soon flow and prep. Child. You about to be mothering again. You got to be on duty.
Mother will be back on duty. My children arrive this evening at 5:45. Do I have all the school supplies?
Listen, I was just telling Eve about the school supplies. Me and my family in Walmart, two different cultures, 3 different generations, trying to figure out school supplies at Walmart. It was a mess. Okay.
But we will have them. But yes, so that is just getting them back and getting them to school. Today was the first day of school. They will have their first day of school on tomorrow. So that is definitely a big priority. From a client perspective, baby, I have a lot of things that are due literally this week. So I am finalizing communication analysis and a training review. I have a presentation, a retreat that I'm hosting on Friday. So I have to finalize that presentation and participant workbook. I have a new product that is releasing for Match Made in Purpose next week, which we were almost not going to because we didn't love the way the product looked, but I posted the product in a group and people were like, girl, when can I get that shirt? And I was like, you know what? I'll make sure you get
right
it.
Here.
I'll make sure you get it. And, we will continue to learn and grow and get more money and make it perfect in the future. But it looked good enough that people want it right now.
Yep.
So I have to update the website and get all of that ready to go for launch next week. And then my social media client, I have to release their newsletter and edit their social media videos and get those posted. And then prep for September, I have a speaking engagement on the 24th through the Chamber of Commerce. So I need to give my speech a title and write up a little synopsis of that and get that over to them so they can begin to market it.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, so this week is more task oriented, whereas, I think in the most recent weeks, it's been more mindset and perspective. But yeah, we're back to the task this week.
Yes.
Come on, birthday month, September.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. So Inez's biggest takeaway is letting go. There's some bills I haven't been able to pay, and I'm tired of living in anxiety. Listen, let me tell you something.
Girl.
Go on and let it go. Because we've been here, let it go. Hey, We been here, let it go. It ain't gonna get paid. And yeah, who gonna come check you? Nobody. It's gonna be fine. Like it's gonna be fine. You have way more runway than you probably ever even imagined.
Mm-hmm.
I know I have had way more runway than I have ever imagined in my life to not pay a bill.
Mm-hmm.
Like just the idea. I feel like I say idea. I feel like the lie. The lie of that it means something about you as a person because you are a month, 2 months, 3 months behind on a bit. We're gonna let that go. In August. We letting it go.
Please remember, a man that has filed bankruptcy several times and is a whole convicted felon is running the United States of atrocities.
Is that
yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yes, you'll be fine. Mm-hmm.
Let it go, girl. We trust me. We've been there. You are not alone.
Yes.
We've been there. We are there.
We are there. Yes.
So let it go, girl.
Don't even let it bother your horner. So I put on here number 1, I need to finalize freeze documents and supplies for school. I also have boarding soon flow and prep on here. I need to finalize my digital product, unlock your travel funds, and I want to do some pre-launch content. I need to get back on my health regimen, honey, because I've been doing the least over here, okay? Because I've been doing the most with everything else. But now that we are moving in the settle, I got to get back on my green juices, my waters, my rebounding, although one thing I'm just elated about is the level of sun and just grass out here. I got to just walk in. I'm so excited to just be out in this country.
You're gonna feel freer in ways that you didn't even know were possible, or you forgot because you lived this life before. And just being as a person who moved from New York City back home to North Carolina, there's just a lightness that comes with this space. The heaviness, the grit that is required up north is not required here. It's great that you have it, but you will learn to turn it off. You will learn to ease. You will learn to flow. You'll learn to just walk as opposed to run.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, and you can run when you need to,
right?
But that's not your constant speed every day. That it's a process that you really can't prepare yourself for, but you'll notice in 3 months you're gonna be like, girl, like I feel less stressed, or I realize I don't have to do X, Y, and Z at this point, like, or it's just easier to do those things that I was doing before.
Right.
Maybe because you are driving, maybe because the kids are at school and now you got a little bit more breathing room and that provides more structure in your life. There's gonna be a lot more relax, relate, release for you.
Come on, Z.
I'm excited. Let me tell you, I was out with Z on Saturday and we were at this event. So it was like a restaurant here and then outside the restaurant here. And our stuff was on the outside of the restaurant. Ciao. Z left her whole purse out there. I had like I realized people was leaving their stuff there, but I was like, this is crazy. I'm gonna take my phone just in case because I got to have my phone. Girl, like just purse still there, wallet still there, phone still there, fan, everything just sitting there. We inside party, nowhere near our stuff. Ain't nobody blinked, touched it, nothing. I was just like, this is crazy. Like, because baby, you rest your wallet in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and go on about your business. I bet you won't be there when you get back.
It was not an intentional, like I just be leaving my purse everywhere. But the way we were moving and flowing, there were people at the table, people left, but the space that we were in, the people that we were with, like, child, ain't nobody on that. And I think that that's the difference between being in the South versus being in the North. Like, you get a much wider range of people and people's values in the North in the same space. And so you can't trust that everybody there values things, like they don't have the same value. So you have to be more cautious. You have to be more protective. Whereas here you're like, oh, I know where I'm going. Not to say there aren't spaces where, I wouldn't do that in, but where we were with the people we were with and this event, It was like, child, please. Ain't nobody gonna know. Everybody too grown for that. Like,
Man, I will say, I feel like Southside, anything is the best side. I'm from Southern Haiti, was in
Yes, okay.
Southern Miami, in Little Haiti,
Mhm.
Southwest Philadelphia. Southside, the best side. Okay. So the
Z from the
Southern,
south
the
side of
South,
Monroe.
Southside, the best side all day, every day.
every day.
Yes, indeed. I think the only other thing that I'm putting on here is like finishing setting up in the house, like our room. I need hangers. Do you got extra hangers?
No.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
like, I was
oh.
like, I'm like, I feel like you might have some extra because I know you got a whole store in your house.
Nope. But Amazon. I just bought new hangers.
So yes, these are what we're doing. Oh, hold up. Inez said her main goals are being honest with herself and God about her needs and putting herself first. Amen to that.
Love
Shout
it.
out to the September birthdays, the Virgos. Okay.
Unless she's a Libra, because I don't know if she's at the
Oh
end.
yeah,
of
what part of
September.
September you on?
You on the front or the back end?
Z is down there at
I'm
early
down there.
October, so she's, repping for the Libras. Eve, did everybody go to? Oh, everybody went on their goals. Fabulous. We went fast.
Mm-hmm.
This is fabulous. Inez, you want to drop your goals for the week, or is that your main goal? Being honest and with yourself and God. Listen, one thing we gonna do in our 40s is have feelings and be honest with ourselves. Okay,
And put them first.
Put them first.
Mm-hmm.
First, yes, that's what we're gonna do. Y'all, I don't know how to act. My baby at school, and I got time to do shit. Okay, like I just
want to point out that nobody came in and interrupted you today. I'm just saying.
Oh, she a Libra girl, September 26th.
Come on, Libra. That's right.
Mama.
We're gonna let her count you out, girl. I knew I was looking out for you.
Ain't nobody came to interrupt me. Child, free down there with her grandparents and her baby cousin. Whoo, child, this is exciting. I don't know how to act, but I do know how to act. I'm about to get some work done.
That's right.
Before 1:30, I got. So, well, I'm glad to be back. This is. I always need this space. I feel like it's a breath of fresh air, like relax, relate, release. We on the accountability call. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're here. I don't think I have actually set goals for the week in at least 3 weeks. So this gives me some grounding. Because a lot of times it just feels like all of this has to be done. But then when you get it down on the paper, you're like, okay, so we're just gonna focus on these. Because all of this still need to be done, but this is where we're focusing. Because baby, we can't with the anxiety. So all righty. Well, we'll be back next week.
Do we not
Yes,
have
will. I feel like our words of the week need to be relax, relate, release.
You know what? Let's take it.
I forgot all about the word of the damn week, y'all. That's how you know it's been a while.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's 3 words: relax, relate, and release. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Pick whichever one you need for the moment.
Listen,
Exactly.
While you working, you need to relax. Like get
Right.
the work done, but just relax. Relate. You ain't in this by yourself, And then release,
Right.
let it go, baby. Once it's done, you good.
Yeah, it's
Relax,
like.
and I literally just watched that episode of A Different World last week. So
Are you
perfect.
serious? That's hilarious. I love that. Inez, we're so glad you're back, girl. We hope you have a great week. If you're catching a replay, drop your takeaway, drop your word of the week, drop your all the things. Okay. We will see y'all next Monday.
Bye.
Bye.